Do you want to achieve new heights in the coming year? I'm going to give you 4 tips for setting goals for the coming year, plus one bonus tip that you can practice every day to achieve exactly what you want. I'm Dr. Greg, and this is Off the Couch. Have you ever tried to set goals like a New Year's resolution or something that you want to achieve over the year, and then at the end of the year realize you really haven't achieved that goal? Well, here are going to be 4 specific things I talk about, as well as a bonus tip to keep you on track over the year. You know, the first thing to do is maybe look back over the last year, and if you committed to doing something or a New Year's resolution or a goal to achieve over the last year, go ahead and look at that goal. See why you achieved it, maybe looking at what you did right along the way, as well as saying to yourself, good job for having done that thing. And then if there's any part of that goal that you didn't achieve, don't be hard on yourself. Really forgive yourself, but really just look hard at it and say, what got in the way of doing that goal and what did I do wrong? Those are some things that you can do to maybe help you get back on track. Then when you think of the coming year, I want you to think of just in a perfect world, what would you want to achieve over the next year? Now, in a perfect world, there'd be no barriers or nobody in our way, and money would be no object, time would not be a barrier. So in a perfect world, what would you like to achieve? Really close your eyes and envision that perfect world. And really let that come in. Because that one thing can help set the sight of where you set your other goals. Now that you've figured out what you would do in a perfect world, I want you to go ahead and then look at the world we're in. Maybe money is an object and gets in the way. It is for most of us, and time is certainly a problem for most of us. So those kinds of things are going to be there. Maybe they're physical barriers or other barriers to getting things done. But there are certainly things you can do to keep moving you on the path toward that thing that you want to do. So I'm going to give you 4 things you can do once you write down your goal to really help set it for the coming year. The first thing I want you to do is think of something specific. What is the specific goal that you want to do? If it's lose weight, maybe that's not specific enough. Maybe it's more like you want to look better for a certain event that you're going to, or maybe that you want to impress somebody. If you want to get a promotion in your job because you want to earn more money or gain more status or get a new title that will help you get to a higher place in your work life. But there are usually specific things that you can help to set your goals. So number 1 is be specific. Number 2 is make sure it's achievable. You've got 12 months to achieve that goal. So think of what's achievable within 12 months. And during that achievable time, think of how you're going to break that down. An easy thing to do is to break it down over each month, what you're going to do in January, February, March, or you could do it over the quarters, the first 3 months, the second 3 months, the third 3 months, and the fourth 3 months. Whatever it is, break it down into little sub-goals, and then maybe even break down little goals after that, even things you might be willing to do over a week's time. That way, it's achievable and you can set things for yourself to do that you can achieve during those times. And if you do that exercise, it can also help you see that maybe you can't achieve certain things in that amount of time and maybe you have to revise your goal. The third thing is make it not too easy, but not too hard. Now, this might sound a lot like things we've already talked about, but actually, I want you to actually think about goals that are difficult to do, they're too hard, we give up on too quickly. And we actually look at ourselves often as a failure for not having achieved the goal. Goals that are too hard reflect back on us poorly. But there's a problem in setting a goal that's too easy. A goal that's too easy can actually make us give up on our goals very easily and walk away and not really stretch ourselves to do anything at all. Now, a good example is if you work out once a week, a goal that's too hard might be to make yourself work out 7 days a week. That's too much of a jump. But a goal that's too easy is to say, I work out once a week, so I'll keep working out once a week. Well, that's just too easy. You just keep doing that. Sure, it's easy to do, but maybe that's not the thing. Maybe upping to twice a week is a really achievable goal, and that could help you do twice as much exercise during the year, which could get you to more weight loss or more muscle gain, whatever your goal is for that year. And then the fourth thing is have a clear endpoint. Really understand where it is you're going. Because when you're on this journey, think of a goal as a signpost. And that signpost is somewhere that you're trying to go to. So think that you're on a map, like you're starting in Los Angeles, and you want to go to New York. But you're going to have to journey through many other cities in order to get to New York. And as you're journeying through those cities, you hit certain signposts to let you know that you're halfway there, 3/4 of the way there, whatever. And then finally you get to New York. When you get to New York, a good thing to do to yourself or to get to that goal is to really give yourself props, really to say, good job, you've done an amazing thing. One thing that was really wonderful is I was at Disneyland and there was a woman who had lost a significant amount of weight. She was there alone and she was wearing a badge that had said that she had achieved this goal. I asked her what this goal was, and she said that she had lost this significant amount of weight over the past year, and she wanted to come after those 12 months and experience Disneyland and experience the rides as a thinner person. It was a miraculous day. She was an absolutely beautiful soul who really pushed herself to achieve, and this was her way to show herself that she got there. So having that clear endpoint really helped her to achieve that goal, and it helped her to become a better person and a much happier person, it looked like. And so those are the four things. So just to go over: specific, achievable, not too easy, not too hard, and have a clear endpoint. And then the one bonus tip I want to give you is actually something very easy that you can do every day. Once you've written out your goals, and I do believe it's important that you write it out, don't just have it in your head. If it's in your head, it's not going to go anywhere. Let's face it, we all have a lot of thoughts that just go nowhere. You actually have to write it down, and you have to keep it written down, so it's something you can go back to and check on. But something that you can do very easy every day is take out a Post-it, a simple Post-it, and write out 3 things you're going to do that day. Then really focus on those 3 things. Make those the 3 most important things you do that day. And as you achieve each of those 3 things, cross off each of the 3 things. Stay on the 3 things every day of your life. Just 3 things. We can all achieve 3 things. And make sure those 3 things are the 3 most important things you do that day. That way you can help stay on your trek to your goals, even though you have other things that are going to get in the way, like laundry, children, school, work, whatever. All of those things are going to get in the way. But you can always push yourself to do 3 tiny things each day to help push you toward your goal. If you just follow those 4 steps to setting goals and then that one bonus tip, I'm telling you, by the end of the year, you will have achieved a great deal of your goals, maybe more than you've achieved up to now. Now, these aren't the only tips I know for setting goals, and maybe not the only things, but if you have tips or you have some kind of question about setting goals or your own thoughts about setting goals, leave it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to respond. I'm Dr. Greg Cason, and this is Off the Couch.